Ocho COVID adventure number 4, Rincon Parkway. The facts, ma'am, just the facts. Facts are adventure number 4 is Rincon. It's actually not the famous Rincon surfing area, which is sort of here, but it's a stretch of highway, which is a county, Ventura County camp. As well are Hobson and Faria. El Capitan, where I stayed a couple times earlier in the summer, is a state park, and actually much more rugged and rural than these other parks, but it's still a spot on the ocean, and it's like a little home away from home, a little oceanfront summer home. Faria Beach, that's a good surf point. Mondo's, this is sort of the ultimate beginner spot right here near Ventura. And then Hobson is right here. And the Rincon Parkway, Ventura County Park, is literally 127 spots, parking spots along the side of the road. Every 30 spots or so, they got a nice plastic smelly porta potty. So you want to make sure you get the right spot, not near one of those. But it does have the location advantages. As you can see, the road goes straight on down here. RV after RV. I think I was in slot 106 or something like that. Here's the beach view. Here I am right here. It is pretty cool though. You can, it's like sleeping on the beach. And this is a big, long, sandy beach. Got some nice shore break and also a great place for foiling or paddling. There's some snorkeling on either of those points where the reefs are. And nice clean water. Salt water. My view. How's that for an ocean view? Wasn't very clear this weekend, so wasn't much view of the Channel Islands. But here you can see the seawall and the mountains, right? You know, what do we have? 40 minutes from here, Pine Mountain is 8,000 feet. So we go from sea level right up there, considering Mount Mansfield in Vermont is only, I think, 3,800 feet or something like that. We have some huge mountains here. And they get snow, but no skiing. Unless you want to drive. All right, so another shot, Ludwella and the Blue Whale. Looking from above, you can see I was parked right about here. And you see all these little squiggly marks here? These are all oil wells. All throughout these hills, they're drilling for oil. And out in the, between here and Santa Barbara, I think there's something like 14, probably more offshore oil rigs dotting the passage between us and the Channel Islands, unfortunately. RV world. I'm learning more and more about all the RV world as I camp at all these different spaces. This is a motorhome as opposed to a trailer. Motorhome has everything, meaning the motor in the quote-unquote home. Some of these things are huge. You can have up to a 40-footer with just a regular driver's license, which is kind of scary. So if you see these things driving down the road, be careful. You never know who's driving them. But they got not only, I think this one's probably about 35 feet long, but then they got these big pop-outs on the side. They got awnings. They got satellite TVs. They got everything in there. This guy's even got little foam protectors there. So right along here is the bike path. So people speeding by don't slam into the corners of his pop-out, I guess. You can see he's got his wheel chock set there. A lot of these RVs have massive amounts of storage. These bins that roll out and stuff. They've got all kinds of connections. It's kind of like a boat. There's a power connection, a water connection. Except it doesn't float. This is an Avion. A lot of people mix these up with Airstreams. It's a different company, out of business now, but started in the 50s and had a lot of the sort of a similar kind of steel or aluminum shell body. This is a pretty big one, dual axle. Guys flying the flag. A lot of people fly flags and wind things. This is an older one. I don't know how old, but I'd say 40 years old. See a paddleboarder out there. A lot of cool vintage trailers, and trailers of all different types, sizes. This one here is Ludwella, my trailer. It's a 16-foot Airstream base camp model, which is super cool. It's small, but it has a kitchen up in this area here with a sink, 2-burner stove, a fridge. In this section here is a tiny little bathroom with a shower. You can actually pull the shower outside and use it outside. It's got an air conditioner. It's got a skylight. It's got a door in the back. This whole area is kind of a lounge, which has fold-down tables and couches fold down to make a bed. And the nice thing about a small one is it's easy to pull in and out of the garage and get out camping. Lots of gear. All the people who I'm always seeing new and interesting stuff. This particular invention here, anybody know what this is? Comes out of your washing machine. And it is a wood burning stove, a camping stove. Actually, they're pretty great. They because they have all these holes that the water goes through, and when it's in the washing machine, you fill it with logs, and it has a great draft. All the metal heats up, and it really stays warm, and it's kind of like a wood oven, but it's a little safer because it contains the wood. I need one. Here's my rig. Here's my e-foil, which you'll see in a second, but this is my surfboard, battery powered, with a foil that raises it up above the water. Since it's battery powered, it only goes for about 2 hours, so most campsites don't have a place where I can charge it, so I had to buy myself a little Craftsman charger. You can see here's the battery over here, battery charger. I got my my manual awning set up here, my Jimmy Buffett fake grass lounge area, essential cooler, lounge chair, fresh water spray off. This rig is carbon fiber, so you can see I put the towels over to keep it from getting too hot. Another view from my summer home on the ocean. Things I did. Well, my sisters came and visited me. Yay! This is Marion. She lives in Berkeley, and she drove all the way down to LA to pick up Sister Ruth, who is taking the picture. Unfortunately, we didn't get a team picture. But they came for a beautiful sunset and some hors d'oeuvres before they went all the way up to San Fran. I read this book, Chuck Palahniuk. Guy's a nut. He wrote Fight Club and a bunch of other things. He has this one story he wrote, I think it's a short story called Guts. And every time he performs it, people literally pass out in the audience. It's so grotesque and graphic, apparently. I'd love to hear him read it. But this book has some really interesting things to say about writing. I mean, he's got some strong viewpoints. It was fun read. And I went foiling. You can also see my YouTube, my Ocho Libre YouTube station foiling video I put together with all kinds of clips. Here I am. You can see I just carved the perfect turn. Just hanging in there, hanging in Shit. And last but not least, the parting shot. Thanks for checking out this video, and next one up is Faria. It's number 5. And then we'll be heading to the mountains, I think, for winter adventures. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks for your interest in OchoLibre.com. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.